Hola clase, bienvenidos a Español 330. Como saben, esto es una clase de gramática intermedia avanzada y también de conversación. El curso va a ser 100% en español y este vídeo es una breve descripción de todas las tareas que ustedes van a tener que completar durante el curso. Okay? So this is a quick overview video of the assignments that you guys will have to submit during this course, during this intense summer course, and a little bit about the logistics of the course. Most of you have most likely already taken Spanish online classes, but just in case you haven't, I will talk a little bit about the main things that you guys need to know to be able to successfully navigate this course. Okay, so I'm going to be switching between Spanish and English in this introduction video, but in the future, the rest of the class will be entirely in Spanish. Muy bien, comenzamos. Lo primero que tienen que hacer, the very first thing that I want you to do is to watch this video from the online coordinator, okay, Professor Carmen King de Ramirez. We have the same name, but she is not your instructor, okay? I am your instructor, I'm Carmen Fernandez, but she is the online coordinator and her name is as well Carmen. Here you have my information, Carmen Fernandez Flores, my email, and my office hours. We will meet virtually for office hours and you can just email me and we can set up an appointment anytime that works for you guys. Okay, so first thing, you guys come here to content and you check Inicio. Okay, you guys need to read these 7 different sections that you have here under Inicio. Okay, and the main important thing that you guys have to check is the syllabus. Here you have all the information about the course, including the book that we will be using. Fuentes, Conversación y Gramática, 4th edition. I will send you an email as well with the information on where to buy the book, how to set up an account, and how to work with the ebook. If you've taken 325 prior to this class, you might have already have this book, okay? Because this book is good for 325 and for 330. So some of you might have already the book, some of you might have to buy it, okay? And then here you have all of the information. You have the objectives of the course, you have the projects, the activities that you will have to submit. You will have to complete 2 final projects, interviews and presentations, resúmenes orales, and activities that you will complete in your ebook, in the online ebook that we call iLearned. Okay? You need to take into account that this is an accelerated course. Okay, so every week you will have quite a few things to do. So you need to take that into account. You're in 5 weeks, you're completing a semester's worth of work. So it's gonna be intense. You have quite a few assignments, but if you work a little bit every day, it's totally doable. For the final projects, you will have to create your own podcast, and it will be about la ciudadanía global, la globalización. Okay. We will talk about this more when the time comes, but just for you to know in case you want to start working on it as soon as possible. And then una página web. For those of you doing a minor in Spanish, creating a página web is something that we do in different courses in 251, 325, and 330. If you've taken 251 or 325 online, you already have a web page, and you will be using that web page, and you will just add the new assignments that you complete for 330. If you haven't taken any Spanish online before, then you will have to create your web page from scratch, and we will talk about that in a second. But at the end of the course, I will need to get the link to your website where you will have a presentation talking about yourself, where you will publish the podcast that you're going to create, and where you will put your insignias digitales. What are insignias digitales for those of you new to Spanish online classes? Insignias digitales are your credentials. It's a way to show to future employers that you have taken Spanish classes, that you have some Spanish skills. Okay, so it's actually very useful, and I will be giving you guys these credentials throughout the course, okay, after you complete each of the assignments. But I will talk about this a little bit later, okay? Just make sure you read the syllabus, okay, with all of the information, interviews and presentations. You will have to conduct 2 interviews during this course, okay? You will have to conduct 2 interviews that last between 10-15 minutes, okay? The interviews can be in person or online, it doesn't matter. You just have to interview someone who speaks Spanish, okay? And the topic needs to be related to la ciudadanía global, okay? To globalization. And then you will record that interview, you will send me that interview, and you will create a presentation 5 to 8 minutes long in VoiceThread. Okay, we will talk about this too, about this tool if you don't know it yet. And you will create a presentation where you talk about the interview, what did you guys talk about, what happened, what did you learn from the topic that you guys discussed. And you will have to watch 2 of your classmates' presentations and make comments on those 2 presentations that you guys watch. And then something that you will have to do weekly are resúmenes orales del podcast. You guys will work in pairs for this assignment, and you will come here to Radio Ambulante. Okay, this is a radio where you have a lot of podcasts to choose from. With your partner, you will pick a podcast per week, you will listen to it, and then you will have a discussion with your partner that lasts around 10 minutes, okay, where you will talk about the topic of the podcast, okay? What was it about? Main points, what do you think about it? Okay? And this discussion with your partner will be recorded here in Zoom. Okay, Zoom is the new Adobe Connect. I don't know if you guys if you took Spanish classes online before. We worked with Adobe Connect, but now that's not on anymore. We will be using Zoom. Okay, and I will talk about that as well in a second. And then finally, every week you will have to submit activities from the online textbook. Every Wednesday and every Sunday by midnight, you will have to submit assignments from your ebook. And another important thing to check are the due dates for the course, fechas importantes. If you come here to contents, you will see all of the important due dates for the course. You see that there are 5 modules, 5 módulos. Each module is 1 week. So module 1 will be first week, module 2, second week, and so on. I will post a video with the assignments, talking specifically about the assignments that you have to submit this week, but now this is just an overview video for you to know the logistics of the course, how we are going to work during these 5 weeks. Okay, so please just have these dates in mind, okay? Print this out if necessary so that you don't miss any of the assignments, because as I've mentioned, this course is gonna go really fast. Then, what else? Insignias digitales that I talked about before, your Spanish credentials. Here you have information about this. Okay, so I also need you guys to watch these two videos that will let you know will explain how to work with the credentials. Okay, so you will have to create an account with arizonacredly.com, and then I will provide you with batch clean codes once you complete each of the modules. So after module 1, you will be receiving a code, and you will follow these steps and include this code in your web page, social media, whatever that you're using, Twitter, Facebook. Okay, so after each module, you will receive a code from me. Okay, if you completed all of the assignments and if you received more than 70%. So please watch these 2 videos and create an account with ArizonaCredly.com. And then this is just mainly for your future. Okay, this Insignias Digitales is something for you to have and to keep, something for you to put in your CV. Okay, but it's not part of the grade. There's nothing specific that you have to do about this. If you complete all of the assignments that we mentioned in the syllabus, then you will received an insignia, a credential. Okay, so if you come here to module 1, here you have the explanation of all of the things that you will have to submit this week, but I will talk about this in another video. Very important too, how-to videos. If you click here in how-to videos, you have videos explaining how to use every single tool that we will be needing for Spanish 330. Okay, so it's very important that you watch this video, how to use VoiceThread. You will have to use VoiceThread this week already for your presentation. So you have to click this link to see a video on how to use VoiceThread and how to share your recordings in VoiceThread. Okay, how to use Zoom. You're going to use Zoom weekly to record your discussion with your partner about the podcasts that you're going to listen to. So please watch this, how to use Zoom. Zoom, it's up here, Zoom for students. Okay, so just make sure that you watch this video to know how to use it. Okay, it's pretty straightforward, but watch the video, and if you have any doubts, please let me know. Okay? If you check this here, for now, you just have module 1 and module 2 open. Okay, I did it this way because I didn't want you guys to stress the first place. So for now, you just have these 2 modules opened, okay, so that you don't get overwhelmed with all of the assignments. Focus on module 1 and then take a look at module 2, okay, because this is what will be coming up during the second week. During the second week, you will have to submit your first entrevista, your first interview already, so it will be nice if you guys start thinking who could you interview for this assignment. Okay. Last thing that I'm going to say for now, if you come here to groups, you will find the person that you are working with. Okay, now it looks different for me because I'm the instructor, but if you click here in groups, you will see the name of the person that you will be working with for the weekly podcast summaries. If you can't find your partner, please let me know and I will put you in contact. Okay, and then lastly, okay, but not less important, the ebook. This is the online ebook, and I'm gonna send you an email with all of the information about this as well. Okay, but this is how it looks. This book has 12 chapters, but we're gonna be doing from chapter 8 to chapter 12. Okay, because the first 7 chapters are seen in 325, in Spanish 325. So we will be doing from 8 to 12. If you click here in the calendar, you see the assignment. You will see the assignments that you have to do every week. Every Wednesday and every Sunday, you will have assignments to submit. Okay, some weeks you will have more assignments than others. Okay, so please don't leave it for the last minute, the night before, because then you will be in trouble. You need to work a little bit every day. Then if you click here on ebook, you will have access to the whole book. Okay, here you will be able to find all of the grammar explanations, video tutorials on grammar. So here in the table of contents, you come here to chapter 8, for example, and then you can just go to any section that you want. You want to jump to the grammar explanation, you come here. Okay, and then you can scroll down pages. Okay, this means this is an activity. You can check the activity here. Not all of the activities are assigned. Okay, as I showed you before, the assigned activities will show up here in the calendar. Okay, so this is all for now. Please email me if you have any questions y buena suerte, que disfruten.